You know, the last two guys here are really self-explanatory, but there's a big difference. Guys, you have too far, holds it out for about 30 days. Then you have too far out of state, holds it out for good. Guys, if you're too far, this is somebody that tells you that they live 4 hours away, that they don't really want to make the trip, it's not really worth it to them. They don't want to make it this weekend, so we'll put them as too far. We'll call them back in about 30 days. Maybe they'll be willing to make the trip then. Now, we have a separate gift package that we can offer them to try to get them to come down. So, you know, instead of them traveling 4 hours for one gift package, they come down and actually pick up 2 vacation packages. But that needs to be authorized by one of the floor managers before you give it away. But sometimes people got extra incentive. They'll drive the couple hours on a weekend to come down. But the too far out of state, as somebody who lives in Tennessee, just happened to be in the Sacramento area, just went to the Cali State Fair, filled out an entry form. Guys, we're not going to get him to come. You know, he's not going to come down, so therefore we're not going to call him again. So, too far out of state, we're never going to call again. So if you guys look at the dispositions on the board, there's actually more dispositions, more than half the dispositions we will never call people back. That's why dispositioning is very important, because we only have 7, 8 dispositions here that will actually allow us to call people back. 2 of those hold those leads out for a month. Guys, I get 1,000 leads in. I want to keep many thousand in this column here. I don't want to give anything over to here unless I have to. It's very, very important. All right, now we'll go.
Let me ask you a question.
Can't ask me anything.
Hey, if you calling a lead, let's say we're calling and we're calling for Joe and Linda answers. Hey, I'm sick of you guys calling me. Stop calling me. We're not interested. Do we take the word of the spouse, or do we have to actually get that information from the lead itself?
I would say, and I could get clarification, I would say we're talking to a lead contact, so therefore if the wife of the lead tells you that they are not interested, they're not interested. Because she's one of the parties that's going to have to come down.
Right.
Guys, most of y'all know the women wear the pants in the family. If you get a woman on the phone and commit, guys, you got yourself a good appointment. The woman says no, or the husband says, I don't think my wife will appreciate it, everybody knows that he's going to give in when she says no. And we all know why. So, guys, when you get these people on the phone, like I said, the contact is either the husband or the wife. We can pitch either of them, but if either of them tells us to not call them or they're not interested, we have to disposition it accordingly. Not because we talked to the wife, I'm going to call the husband back. I'm going to put him as a not available, I didn't contact anybody, and I'll call him back later on today, piss the wife off even more. So we try to do that in 30 days. She may not have mentioned to it. We may have talked to the husband. Husband may mention it to her. She's now interested. Guys, it all works out. Like I said, the leads you guys work today and tomorrow, you guys will see that. These are all those leads, but you will get people to come down. You will. Guys, there's 2 dispositions that we skipped. Callback and general callback. Callback, we'll go over the first one. Guys, there's a callback policy here. I'm going to read over the callback policy. I know you each have a copy of it.
Your callback policy is in your packet.
You guys will be required to sign this and date it before you get on the phone, just saying that you understand the policy. And basically acknowledging that if I have to take callbacks or callback privileges, I don't want somebody complaining to me. But what I really want is when I give somebody more callback allotments and things like that, that they thank me. Guys, you get rewarded for doing your job properly. Okay? If you guys follow the callback policy properly, you guys will reap benefits. You guys will be allowed to spend time in inbound campaigns of people calling inbound, not outbound calls. Inbound calls are better. People are already interested. So, guys, there's certain things that you will benefit if you follow this policy correctly. This is my mornings, guys, is making sure people aren't misusing these callbacks. So we're going to go over this real quickly before we discuss the callbacks. At the top, reps that manage their callbacks correctly will be allowed higher callback allotments and be allowed to spend time in callback-only campaigns or an inbound campaign. The rules in order for setting a callback and calling callbacks. Callbacks not dispositioned properly will be lost by the rep. Guys, if you want to keep it as your callback, every time you call it, I set it as a callback the first time, okay, I call him back tomorrow, an answering machine picks up. I leave a message. Guys, that is still a callback. Okay? If you put it as answering machine, no message, you just wasted your original time that you had on the call, and it's out to the floor. So guys, the next line, you can keep callbacks for 7 days or 10 tries. In those 7 days or those 10 tries, every phone call that you make to that lead needs to be set as a callback. If you guys don't set it as a callback and you spoke with the lady for 1,000 seconds and all you're doing is waiting to confirm that she's talked to her husband and that Saturday is good, guys, and you did set it as a callback and somebody else calls her and they schedule the appointment, you just missed out on $100. Okay? There's no tolerance with this. Guys, you need to manage these properly. The next one down, reps must continue to disposition the lead as sale during the 7 days or rep will lose rights to sale if made by another rep. That's kind of what I just explained. Guys, disposition, if I it's a callback, guys, callback is pretty much going to go over in this column. You have callback and you have gen callback. Okay? They stay in that column. Take it back, guys. Callback stays in that column. General callback is going to kind of go into here. Alright? So what happens is these leads are pulled out of the system. On a callback, the lead's pulled out of the system. Guys, you are the only one that has rights to that call or that lead for 7 days or 10 tries. If during those 10 tries, like I said, if you disposition it as one of these, it's lost. It's no longer a callback. You guys won't see it in your callback list. You guys won't be able to call it. And as I said, it's money down the drain. So make sure that you follow this correctly. Reps can have only 15 to 20 active or live callbacks at one time. Guys, like I tell everybody else, don't max yourself out at 20. Stay around 15. Because what happens, you guys have 20. At the end of the day, at 11 o'clock, you guys are getting ready to go home, but you got that lady on the phone that you just spent 1,200 seconds with, and this lady says, well, listen, my husband's not here right now, he'll be back in an hour. Can I call you back tomorrow to set that? Guys, that would be number 21. Okay? That would make you lose all your callbacks. So you guys would be faced with a choice at that point. Do I set this lady as 21 and remove one of my other callbacks? Or do I just stay around 15 to 17 so that way you always have room for that one or two at the end of the day? Guys, most of these you're going to call back, you're going to speak with, and you're going to be able to get them out of your list. These 15 to 20 are going to kind of rotate in and out, so you need to call it your pipeline. Make sure you're in that. Unfortunately, if they come in and you guys have 21 callbacks, the policy is that you will lose all callbacks and you will lose the ability to set callbacks. So that means your pipeline for the week, for the month, is gone. It means every day you come in and you start fresh. Have nobody that you talk to. Guys, talking to people, that rapport with people, getting personal with people helps you set the sale, even if it's a callback. Duplicate callback entries will result in lead being released to the floor as any one callback. Guys, this is not me, this is the dialer. This is the way the dialer works. The same call cannot have two separate dispositions. If I have it on a callback hold over here for me, somebody else calls it, sets it as something else because there was a duplicate entry in the system. Guys, I lost that callback. Okay, this is all your guys. I said your guys, it wouldn't be yours. If you guys make a mistake, it's going to be your error. Okay, the dialer doesn't make errors. We're going to show you how to do it correctly so you guys don't make errors. But just, like I said, follow this policy because I don't want to have to take anybody's callbacks. I haven't had to yet, thank God. Actually, to the point where we're going to start adding people to campaigns.